One of the things that most people fail to realize is that your B vitamins all work in complement to each other, and taking more of one than another one, you can actually do some damage in the system. B vitamins that people almost never consider are things like B1, B2, and B3, and those are all necessary to the system as well. But if you're not taking a high quality methylated B complex, you're probably not going to get those. And B2 specifically is needed for your thyroid health. So when someone comes to me and they've got a lot of inflammation in the system and they probably do have MTHFR, I'm not recommending a methylated B on its own. I'm recommending a methylated B complex. My go-tos are usually to start with liquid liposomal because people are coming to me not well, which means that their body probably isn't absorbing some things that they need. And so the liquid liposomals, they can hold in the mouth for 90 seconds and they can absorb them through the lining of the mouth directly into the capillaries in the mouth. This allows us to bypass the gut and anything that could be going wrong there that prevents them from absorbing other things. But honestly, it's not just B vitamins. Like, liquid liposomal vitamins are best for almost everyone. Like, if you experience gas, bloating, fluctuating between constipation and diarrhea, a feeling of being very full after only a couple of bites of food, stomach irritation with food, you're like suffering with what they're calling gastric reflux, you are probably someone who needs a liquid liposomal multivitamin because your GI system is struggling to do its job. But I never say that you should take a B vitamin just in isolation either, even if it is methylated, even if it is a B complex. Because what I see on the blood work is that people come back then and their Bs are like way super high, out of control. And one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is that while B vitamins are water soluble, that doesn't mean that your body is good at excreting them. And if they build up, they create a neurotoxicity that looks very similar to you having a vitamin B deficiency. And for most people, you're more deficient in some basic minerals and electrolytes than you are in B vitamins, unless you specifically follow a vegetarian diet. You should never just start taking a supplement because you see something about it on the internet. It's one of those things right now, there's a huge popularity with people being like, oh, just take ashwagandha, it'll help manage your cortisol and then you'll lose weight. What if your weight loss is more a toxic burden issue and not a cortisol issue? Not to mention that, just like in that previous video I talked about MTHFR, different methylation issues may cause your body to process ashwagandha differently, which would also mean that ashwagandha would cause you anxiety, not help calm your cortisol. There's a lot of people talking about things like nattokinase for heart health, and while it is an amazing supplement, if you tend to be low on the platelet side, nattokinase is not the supplement for you because its job is to literally go break up plaques, and platelets form plaques and clots. So you could develop a vitamin-induced thrombocytopenia. Not a good look. There are brands of liquid liposomal vitamins that have been being sold on this app for, I think, at least 3 years, maybe longer. And while a lot of people fully believe in that brand, I have a problem with that brand because they had a children's multivitamin that was found to have lead in it. They left it on the market even though the FDA gave an advisory to remove it because lead was found in it. For 2 years, the FDA had them on that list and they wouldn't remove the product from the shelves. That was a children's multivitamin. I think they're more concerned with their profits than they are providing you a good supplement. This is why I say to people, we should test, not guess. And the epigenetic testing, if that's all you can do, that's all you can do. But some of the epigenetic testing has become a lot more accessible to a lot more people. The ones for cancer screening are still ridiculously expensive, and I'm hoping that those will eventually come down because it would be great if we could learn the epigenetics around you and support your body not developing cancer. But for the most part, I have come across in 5 years and 1,000 clients, I have only come across three people who have not been recommended the basic of the Mediterranean diet, with either having a lower Mediterranean diet with fat or a lower Mediterranean diet with high protein. Part of the reason that the Mediterranean diet works so well is it actually relies heavily on fish for consumption, and omega-3s have been proven to reduce risk of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, hormone imbalance, PCOS, depression, anxiety, bipolar. There's a lot of things that omega-3s do for you. You get them best from eating the source, not from taking a supplement. In fact, there was even a study looking at omega-3 consumption in populations who smoked versus omega-3 consumption in people who didn't smoke versus no omega-3 consumption in people who didn't smoke. The group of smokers who supplemented with omega-3s and had eaten fish 3 times a week, so high consumption of fish, outperformed in cancer, heart disease, and diabetes than the group of people who didn't smoke but also did not regularly eat fish or take omega-3 supplements. Tell me how that works. Try eating a more balanced diet. Try fixing your gut. Try making sure that you're doing things every day that are anti-inflammatory. So you're hydrated with electrolytes, you're getting enough sun exposure, you're sleeping enough. Because I guarantee if those aren't the priorities, none of the rest of it matters. You cannot out-medicate or out-supplement your lifestyle. End of story.